So Nigeria goes to the polls tomorrow in less than some 14 hours or so. Well, one observer group that has made Ghana proud over the years is the Kofi Annan International Peacekeeping Training Center. They've done a lot of observation or election observation, teaching wise, and also the practical aspect of it. The head of research at the Faculty of Academic Affairs of the Kofi Annan International Peacekeeping Training Center, Professor Kwesi Anning, is leading that team. They are here in Abuja to do their monitoring.
And Nigeria is an important country. It's the absolute hegemon of West Africa and a superpower on this continent. And therefore, it is our responsibility and our duty to use that knowledge that we have in supporting our partners in Nigeria in ensuring that this election is as successful as possible.
One issue that would not go spoken about is the issue of security. We've also had the economic effect where the issue of the naira has come is the major topic in Nigeria today, and many have even said that because of the scarcity of the naira, some people may not be able to go. Voter apathy may set in. For you, what should be the approach?
Almost everything at all can be a security concern, but let me make this very clear. Since my arrival more than a week ago, traveling around, watching, observing, talking to people, I have been pretty impressed by the levels of, resilience. I mean, can you imagine how it is like to have a cash economy devoid of cash? So although there have been some sporadic expressions of disaffection, if you take the size of Nigeria, if you take the ability of the state to withdraw cash from the society and the levels of disaffection, then I think one can say it has been a successful operation. And I think there are some lessons that we can all learn from it. Well, this affects levels of participation, most certainly. But I think the information that has gone out has been clear that because tomorrow, the voting day, the 25th itself, that the vehicular movement will be limited. That in going round the last week, you've seen shops have closed progressively over time, meaning that people have taken the opportunity also to travel to get home and to get bread. Look, those who are watching us from the outside are desperate that something does not go right, so that the historical perceptions of African elections as necessarily a failure and a prelude to violence will happen. And I'm sending this message clearly. We have matured. We realize that this is the only continent that we have, that there may be difficulties, but we've also learned lessons from the way we were treated by our so-called partners during COVID and during the ongoing Ukraine-Russia war. And I think it has heightened our sense of national and self-identity, that even when we have problems, we can and we must work towards resolving them.
Whoever emerges as a victor in this, what is the level of responsibility on him, one, to unify the country and also to, so to speak, address the security issues that have come, to which many feel that the Buhari administration may not have been able to, for want of a better word, solve, if that's any the right word to use, solve regarding the promises that it made when they were first coming into office?
I mean, one of the things that I think we need to be cognizant of, particularly with respect to the insecurities in the sub-region as a whole, is the ever rapidly changing contours of insecurity. From violent extremism to terrorism to radicalization. Now we are having climate impact leading to farmer herder crisis. We have a youth explosion. Look, anyone who wins an election in an African country faces challenges that are huge and ever changing.
That's Professor Kwesi Anning. He is the head of research and academic affairs at the Kofi Annan International Peacekeeping Training Center. They are an election observer uh, group here in Abuja monitoring the Nigerian elections, and we'll be bringing you up to speed with work that Observer Mission is doing. Former President John Dramani Mahama is also here in Abuja. He will also be monitoring the election on the ticket of ECOWAS. We also know that the former head of state of Kenya is leading the African Union Observer Mission. That's Uhuru Kenyatta. He's also leading that. So we will bring viewers up to speed regarding how the observer missions are also observing the elections and what they make of the outcome possibly after tomorrow. Komla Klutse, TV3 News, Abuja.